All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rokah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation unto the elect, and peace and salutation unto all the Akim doing and pushing his word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. Let's get into these scriptures here real quick about this. Man, the temperature turn up over here, man. The temperature truly turn up over here, man. You know, if this was 2015, if this was 2014, and the environment, such as it is now, was like that back then, you know, man, this is... Let me just get into it real quick, man, because all hell is breaking loose, man. All judgment is breaking loose upon this place, man. You know, you wouldn't have seen this, you know, type of activity about 20 years ago, 30 years ago. But we in the end, man, this is what the Lord said would happen. Uproars of the people and, you know, all types of chaotic action happen in the world, okay? And people, they can't register it because it wasn't given onto them to even, you know. But luckily Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has given us the spirit to know. And this is what we're set up to do, warn the house of Israel about these impending doom that's about to come down upon this place. The judgment is going to begin at the house of Israel first. It's not going to begin, you know, let's say, with Moab and so forth and so on. When we tell them about Jacob's trouble, they laugh. That ain't gonna happen. They scoff, they scorn. But when these things start to happen, and they will start to, you know, happen, because they're already breaking forth, right? The Lord said that He gonna dry up this word, man. He gonna dry up the word that you won't hear. He gonna take it away from the internet. He gonna take us off these streets, okay? The Lord is working Esau Edom. Esau Edom is in a trick bag, okay? And the Lord is working him into, you know, that corner. Like we always say, this place is circling the drain. You know, Esau Edom thinks he's smart, right? Thinks he can avoid things. But the more we get closer and closer, right? The more Esau Edom is saying, shit, fuck, damn. Because the more we're getting closer, the more those prophecies are coming forward, right? Coming to pass, right? The MOTB, you know, Satan being against Satan, all these things we're seeing. But the rest of the world, they're blinded, okay? If our gospel be hid, it be hid to them who are lost, right? So, let's get into this real quick here. Walgreens, you see all this theft, all this, you know, madness happening. You wouldn't have seen this back in the 90s, you know what I mean? And if you did see it, it would have been a spirit event. You know, spirits, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there. Well, you could see full on today, every week, you know, they even got this thing where they say called the Kia Boys, right? Where they go around stealing people's Kias, driving around like madmen. You could see the thinking process of these people out here now in this day and age. Things are getting even worse. The love of many is waxing cold. All these things are scriptural, okay? And it's all spiritual. And if you don't have the spirit to understand, you're not going to be able to detect these things, okay? You're not going to be able to see it. It's not going to register to you. Let's go through, what is this right here? Murder of rap Slim Duncan, killed over candy. Love of many waxing cold, man. Killed over candy. That's foolishness. That's utter folly. Okay? And many events, much more like this is going to happen, man. Stupidness. You know, somebody look at somebody in a car on a hot day and they get mad. Bam! Dead. The Lord is bringing forth judgment upon this place, man. He's shaking this place with his judgments. But 2/3 and the rest of the world, they cannot detect. Okay, morgue in world's murder capital is so stuffed with victims that the AC has failed and rotting body parts are spilling out. Okay, what did it say? Is stuff. The morgue in world's murder capital is so stuffed with victims. You see that? More deaths is going to increase upon this place, man. More so-called victims are going to be presented. Okay? In Job chapter 4 and 7, it tells you, whoever perished being innocent, the Lord got your number. Okay? He got your number. The whole world, he got everybody's number. Okay? You can't run, you can't escape, you can't do nothing. Most High knows, you know, all your deeds, man. All your actions. Look at this right here. Diddy's daughter breaks silent, tears up, exposing him. He forced me to, I ain't gonna read that part. You know, these things are now coming to surface. And this is where the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is aiming at this wicked world, man. Gross darkness to people, Isaiah chapter 60, 1 and 2. You know, that darkness has covered the whole world, man. Gross darkness. You know? There's nothing new underneath the sun. But because of, let's go to the scripture real quick. So these things happened back in the day, yes, we have an understanding of that, but they're increasing even more. This is why in Revelation chapter 18 and verse 5, if I'm not mistaken, it said that her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered them. So it's increased over the years tremendously. And it says the way the ruler is, right? So are all his officers, and, you know, what manner of, you know, so on and so forth. All are such they that dwell in the city, right? Roughly phrasing, I know I butchered it. But you see, Esau Edom is not a man that takes the scriptures and use that as a guide in his life. He thinks that he knows what's best, right? This is why you're seeing so much wickedness increase and go forth upon the earth. It's because you have the wrong ruler. Proverbs 16 and 29 and 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. Verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Where there is no vision, okay? Because they don't use the scriptures. And what? When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth. Yeah, and these guys let the wicked multiply. The scriptures tell you that what should happen to a son who don't even want to work, right? All down to adultery, all down to you know, stealing, everything. You know the judgments, okay? Death, you know the judgments, okay? Warning and death. But, you know, Esau Edom, he's the man that takes the book and casts it behind his back, right? So all these type of things right here, you know, are happening in this world right now. The wickedness has increased tremendously, okay? Man get shoot up at your own funeral, okay? A funeral, they gone and shot it up, okay? This is to show you the level that Jake is at, man. In fact, Manasseh made the Israelites do more wicked than the wicked, okay? I think that's No, yeah, right here. 2 Kings chapter 21 and verse 9. But they hearkened not, and Manasseh seduced them to do more evil than the nations whom Yahweh destroyed before the children of Israel. So you see, we've become more wicked than the wicked. Imagine that. Okay? A people who are set out with laws, statutes, and commandments to do righteousness has become more wicked than the wicked. Florida woman intentionally ran over boyfriend with car while he was holding their toddler. What it tell you in the world? It tell you that, the love of many shall wax cold, man. And it also tell you that she is hardened against the young ones that come from beneath, in between her legs. And toward, her husband. These are all part of the curses, right? Nuclear threat. People not seeing that. We're seeing it. Some people are talking about it. But the mass of the world, right? They're like, nah. They'll come to a conclusion. They'll behave themselves. Right? They're lost. This is what the Lord has determined. The Lord said, I created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. And Isaiah is going to burn her. This battle will not be fought with noise or confusion, but with fire. Revelation tells you that they shall burn her with fire. Who's the her? Obviously, the her is the whore, America, okay? And it's going to be consumed. Babylon is going to be destroyed, okay? By that thermonuclear fire, man. Because thus saith the scriptures, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Numbers chapter 23 and 19. If he said it, he's going to make good on his part. Okay? And this right here, Toronto gunfire incidents up 74%. Okay? 74%. They were high enough as it was. Okay? They were high enough as it was. Now they say, oh shit, this is up 74%. Okay? Because every minute you turn around inside the city, even Hamilton and whatnot, you see beer shootings, all shootings, Some toddler was walking home, This gal there a whore, man. You see, this society has to go. This girl's walking beer, wearing a black, skimmy, tight pant. You can see all her ass, crotch, and everything. I'm one of those workout bra things. So this society has to go, man. She was a man. There she is walking around looking like that. But anyways, 74%. There was a 5-year-old walking home from daycare. I don't know why. I said to myself, if that was a Jake, they'd be all over the Jake woman, and the child or whatever. But here it is, a 5-year-old's walking home. Next thing you know, some shootout in the alley happens. Just seconds while the 5-year-old's walking past. Okay? So all these incidents with the gun thing, this thing has multiplied. Because I even seen it back in 2023. I said to myself, yo, this shit keeps going the way it is, man. This is a year of some judgment, heavy judgment, man. The Lord is just flinging judgment out there. That they go into a movie theater and they got popcorn popping off like popcorn, man. Every minute you turn around, shooting this, shooting that, shooting this, shooting that. Shootings are always around, yes, but I can guarantee, turn on the news tonight, gonna see some bullshit. So the Lord is turning up on every avenue, everywhere in the world, okay? Fatal shooting outside condo complex. I took the sound off. Just read it. 74%. See? See, here it is, they're reporting about a shooting, and the next thing you know, they're talking about a body found on a car too as well, and then another shooting. So it's, the Lord is passing out judgment. He's not playing, okay? He's not playing with anybody, all right? And like I said, let's go to the scripture real quick. 1 Peter chapter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Israel. Slaki, at the house of God, which is Israel. And if it begin first at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God, of Yahushua Mashiach? Okay? Scriptures clearly tell you this is what you should be concerned about. 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. So be dedicated, be diligent in seeking Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Keep your main focus on that. Yeah, we know that judgment is set forth for the wicked, but in your mind, you better be totally occupied in seeking Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and having the right doctrine too as well. Okay? Doing the right things. Okay? What Yahweh Hashem Yahushai requireth of you. It makes him happy. That's where your main focus should be. Right? We know that how the wicked are going to be destroyed. They're going to be fucking destroyed. But be not curious. Don't even put an inch of energy into seeking out, those type of things. But seek out the things that are going to give you that crown. Okay? Seek out those things. Be occupied in those things, searching after those things diligently. Okay? So, let's go back into this. 2 Ezra 15:3. Fear not the 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 3. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Okay? So these are things that are prophesied to happen. Because when you start back from verse 1, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I'll put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So all these things, what we're reading about here, is about to, it's already cracked open. The egg's already cracked open. The yolk slipping out. We're already hearing the little drips of the egg hitting the frying pan going tss, but soon enough, all that egg gonna be exposed to that hot, pan, and they're gonna be frying. In other words, the Lord's prophecies are, let me say it like this: the MOTB and the nuke, they're about the last, thing to drop forth of that yolk, of that egg, and soon enough it's gonna be sizzling. Okay, and we're telling you right now that this time of grace, that the door of grace is opened up. That grace period, we're telling you right now, how to be prepared. Okay, and these words, we really know that these words are only for the elect. Okay, the whole house of Israel is not going to get this, because the whole house of Israel is not chosen on this roundabout. So let's get back into this. The only ones who are going to pick up and recognize are the faithful ones, the true faithful ones, the elect. Okay? They're not going to get caught up in this bullshit. But you two-thirds are going to be caught up in this. You know, the ones that the ones, especially the ones that are in Babylon, right? You're gonna be caught up in this thermonuclear bath, man. Okay, and you know that's you deserve that. Okay, and yes, it's the Lord that brings forth that judgment. That's why He said here, Isaiah 45:7, I form the light, I create darkness, I make peace and create evil. I Yahweh do all these things. So, you know, a lot of these people out here want to say is you guys, you know, don't trust them. They're going to, you know, band up and get guns and, you know, all this bullshit that they want to talk about us and put in people's minds, all these lies, right? No, you don't understand that the Most High, He's the one that creates the death and life. So if He, as in Sirach tells you that there's spirits that created, that pour out their vengeance, right? And appease the wrath of the Most High, or appease the Most High when they pour out their wrath. Salakia, roughly phrasing. Yeah, He's gonna use humans, right? He's gonna use different forms of death on your ass, man. The nukes, okay? Somebody shooting you with a gun, right? Obviously, humans gotta operate those things, right? But He's gonna have angels. All people are gonna be dropping dead from fucking seeing apparitions, all types of shit. Okay, so yes, it's the Lord that writ this story. You know, man's goings of the Lord, so you can't escape from it. Okay, this is why we always say that Esau Edom's in a trick bag, man. This is the Most High's movie. You can't try to change a character, a scene, nothing. And this is what Esau Edom thinks in his heart. He thinks that he could change a scene and escape, being smart, crafty. It's not gonna work like that, Esau. Okay, it never works like that. Okay, and will never work like that, because the Most High is in control. 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6, Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. Okay, so there's no, you know, avoiding this. Okay. There's no, you know, like planes with missile detection, right? And they push a button and they can avert from the missile. No, nothing like that's going to happen. Everything the Lord said is going to happen, okay? He's the one that brings forth death, all right? Life, death, happiness, all of that. Let's go to Genesis 38 and 7 and 10. And Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of Yahweh, and Yahweh slew him. Verse 10. And a thing which, this is talking about the other son, Onan, and a thing, I mean, you gotta go read the story where you get the understanding about, you know, the sons going into this woman, dying, so on and so forth. And then she got to conceive seed because she dressed up like a prostitute, whatnot. You go into the story. But going back into this, the thing which he did displeased Yahweh, and he spilled his seed on the ground, okay? Instead of letting her have a seed, okay? So anyways, wherefore he slew him also. So who brought the death? Okay, who killed who? Okay, the Most High is who sanctioned these deaths. Okay, the Most High is who sanctions if you're gonna live or if you're gonna die, if He's gonna bring you forth at a particular time, wherever. It's the Most High that's in control. All right, bottom line. It's not no Satan verse. The Most High and Satan got a band of angels, and one day no. So going back into this is the death that the Lord is going to bring forth upon the earth, man. But you guys, like I said, you can't detect it, okay? You know, like things moving in gradualism, right? Moving slow-mo, right? The Lord has given us this story. He has given us this movie, okay? And we know from beginning to end. So we have the ability to detect, measure thou the time diligently within itself. We have the power to do that, okay, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Ezekiel 9, and yeah, that's why we don't deal with no we put our trust into Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and we don't deal with no witchcraft, you know, on the left hand side, dealing with the stars and heavens, trying to predict the times. The Lord already gave it to us right here. All we gotta do is put our trust into Him and keep it moving. That's it. Ezekiel 9 and 6. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children. You hear that? Little children. Little children. Job 4 and 7. And women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. Okay, so the Lord is going to send judgment across this blood clot place. Okay, you're not running. There's nowhere to run. There's no escape. Okay. Yeah, I think this was one of them too, man. Yep. Right here, verse 25. Ezekiel 12 and 25. For I am Yahweh, I will speak, and the word that I speak shall come to pass. That's right. Everything that Yahweh has told us in these scriptures, going back into 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 1, you know, verse 1 and 2, these words are faithful and true, right? Everything that the Lord is telling us in these scriptures, we put our trust into Him, and we're seeing it break forth, okay? We're seeing it, you know, come to pass, as they say, okay? But like I said, you individuals, you can't see it, okay? It shall no more be prolonged. It shall no more prolonged. It shall no more. It shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, I will say the word and will perform it, saith Yahweh power. Okay? And that goes back into Numbers chapter 23 and 19. Okay? Has He not said it? And shall He not make good on what He has said? Of course He will. Okay? You got no time to play around and play games with you humans. The Lord is not playing, man. Simple and plain, man. He's not playing. And all these prophecies, which is written about a place doomed and a people doomed to be destroyed, all these things are going to come to pass. And that place, that great whore, you know, that virgin daughter of Babylon, is America. Okay? Bottom line. AKA spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. And like I said, y'all individuals, you cannot see it. Okay? Best thing for you to do is listen to those who know and who is telling you. And this is why they don't want to listen. Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Okay? Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God, which fear before Him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before God. Right? So you see exactly what's going on here. we're out there prophesying about these things coming to pass, telling these people, if you keep up in the action, the Lord is going to judge you. The Lord's going to bring judgment on you. And because they don't see judgment right away, once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Yeah, like I said, the scoffers come up, they scoff, they scorn. Oh, last week I committed adultery. Yo, let me go eat some crunk right now and some lobster leg and, oh, you see that gal, let me want that one there. I know she got a husband, but, all this wicked shit that Jake keeps up in, right? And when they slide by the camp, they scoffing and scorning, telling us of their actions and deeds, what they did the last week or whatever it may be. And, it's fully set in them to do more evil because they're not seeing the judgments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai popping off, right? They can't detect it. So what? They're not going to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They're going to continue to do what they're doing, right? But what it tells you, it told you that with the ones who fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, it will go well with them. There's safety for them. But the ones who don't fear, it won't go well with them. Okay? The Lord's going to get them. I mean, how much explanation do you need? Okay? And this is what the Lord does before he destroys a place. Okay? He won't leave you, he won't just leave you out there like, I'm going to just smack him up. No, he brings the prophets before he has mercy. Long suffering. Okay? All day long I stretch forth my hand to gainsaying people, And what they do? Slap the hand back in front of the Most High. Because when we come out there on the highways and byways and try to show you order, how a man should be seeking the Lord, necessary patience in seeking the Lord is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide, you guys slap it back in our face. It's like a baby eating food and not liking it and saying, puh, right back in your face. But the Most High see it. Don't worry. Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Okay? So, you see, if before, all these kingdoms, before they were brought down, before they were heavily judged, the Lord set up his prophets to give them warning to Israel. Pull away from these actions, pull away from these deeds, get away from these people, right? Stop following after them, stop committing yourself onto their gods. And then the Lord just brought that judgment. Okay? You're warned, you're told where you're going off, you're rebuked, you're given many chances, and then the Lord brings that judgment, brings down that kingdom. You know what I mean? So nobody escapes, right? So it's the same thing now. The Lord said that I didn't come to destroy, but to fulfill, right? And in Revelation, it tells you that he's coming back. Has he come back yet? It would have been recorded so. Are we in the kingdom? No. All these guys, we in the second covenant, we in the second. Where the hell are you guys getting this crap from? You see Jake still going off worse than the enemy. And you talk about we in the kingdom? We in the second covenant? I won't see mud. But anyways, same with this society. The Lord is sending his prophets out there before he destroys it. Before his son, send back his son. Okay? Will they listen? No. These things are written, written aforetime for our learning. Shows us that Romans 15 and 4 shows us that Jake rebelled in the past, and they're going to rebel. They're rebelling right now, and they're going to rebel in the future. Past, present, and future. When we read these scriptures, Romans 15 and 4, these things were written aforetime for what? For our learning, to get us prepped. Because when you go through the stories, you get the understanding of what's happening, what has happened, okay? To make these people go off or do this or do that. Jake just, want to be rebellious, man. I don't care what we have to say. Ezekiel 7 and 1, chapter 7, Verse 1, moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, also, thou son of man, thus saith Yahweh power unto the land of Israel, the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways. Right, even the fucking heathens, they get judged. They get calamity too. They get destruction too. Because this time around, you're going to see, everybody going to get their shit. Everybody going to get their just dessert, man. Okay? But to you Israelites, man, you're underneath the magnifying glass, underneath the scope. Okay? And I will judge thee according to thy ways, and and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations, and mine eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity. You see this? This is talking about full-blown anger of the Most High. And you guys gonna understand in that fire, the Lord said, I ain't gonna judge it with water no more. No blood clot, burn this bitch. You know when you on the barbecue and you fuck up, forget, you never know. You out there hanging with the brothers, and brothers, y'all just chilling and taking some sips of yayan or some stronger. And the next thing you know, you forget, say, to move on the chicken, them in the bottom of the chicken get burnt up. Intensely get burnt up. Okay? This is exactly what's going to happen to Jake in that day. Okay? Jake is going to get intensely burnt up in that day. Okay? Because the Most High is not playing no games. Right? He's sending forth that judgment upon this place. And you Jake's going to get barbecued the fuck up, man. You think, say, you're black now, or you talk about you're black. I'm black, man. I'm black and I'm proud. Yeah, and that day you're going to be charcoal black, man. The Lord is not playing no flipping games with you guys, man. We're not trying to beat you up and shove this down your throat. Because the same way we came in is the same way our elders came in, and the same way the process has always been. Romans chapter, let me get that real quick. I'm going to go back to that scripture. Romans chapter 10 and 17. So then, faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. Right? We listened. We Jeremiah 3 and 22, we came back. We're the ones that are running back onto the Most High. Okay? Returning, backsliding children. We heard the word, right? And that faith cometh by hearing the words. Y'all heard it too. But y'all, no, I don't trust that. I'd rather go with the world and this. Well, the Lord said that he's not going to spare, man. He's not going to have no pity upon you. He's going to do you in the worst way. Okay? But I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thy abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. Yeah, when all these things, all these calamities, all these shits come down the pipe, then you're going to know that a prophet had been among you guys. Then you're going to know it's for real. Then you're going to know, oh shit, man. All this calamity and all this shit and all this is what I get for rejecting the Lord, man. Some won't even have, some will be so pissed that they won't even be able to recollect what's going on. They won't even be thinking about, they'll be so angry, they won't even be thinking. That's the whole key. And that's even worse, because now here it is, you're running from door to door and you don't even know why you're going through this shit. And some, the Lord is going to put it in their mind like, oh, remember those guys on the streets? Those are the prophets. You see? And they're going to be sorrowful, mourning, damn near dead of grief because they rejected the word. Okay? The Lord is going to do multiple things in that day. You talk about 1,000 ways to die. Fuck, nah, man. Nah, sir. More like 1,000,000 plus. The Lord is going to unleash everything in his bag, man. The nukes, the angels, the chariots. Just that alone. How much fucking more? Yo, the things that are going to get unleashed. Beasts. Newly created beast. Oh, yo, these jakes don't understand what's happening. It's cool, though. Thus saith Yahweh power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. And this is exactly what we're telling you, two-third jakes, man. We're already in that process. We're already down that slope, man. We're already in that, turn. There's nothing that we can do, man. The turbine is too, the pressure too hard. It's flowing. You can't do no back swims, no. There's nobody you can call to say, come fix this dam so we can divert this. No. Ain't shit like that gonna happen, man. What's gonna happen is destruction. Okay? 2 Peter. Oh shit. So, NLT, 2 Peter chapter 2 and 1. But there are also false prophets in Israel, just as there will be false teachers among you. Right. Romans 15 and 4. Right? They will cleverly teach destructive heresies and even deny the master who brought them. In this way, they will bring sudden destruction upon themselves. Many will follow their evil teachings and shameful immorality. And because of these teachings, Salakia, the way of truth will be slandered. In their greed, they will make up clever lies to get a hold of your money. But God condemned them long ago, and their destruction will not be delayed. So going into that, man, the Lord has you guys, you two-thirds set up for destruction, man. It tells us that in Job. It tells us that in Proverbs, that the wicked were made for that day of destruction, man. Okay. Go to Proverbs 16 and 4. Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Then you go to Job as well. Nope, it's 21 and 30. Change this right here. So, Job 21 and 30, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Okay, this is why going back into 2 Ezra chapter 9 and 13, be more focused. The scripture is telling you, be focused, be diligently considering, the way of the righteous, man. Don't even blink for a second on the way what's gonna happen with these wicked, because you already know. Be not curious and try to be fully fully in that mindset where you're just continuously looking for how the righteous is gonna be saved. Okay? Have your mind occupied in what it takes, right? So, hey, with that, like I said, judgment is breaking loose, man. The Lord is bringing this place down, man. Okay? The Lord is bringing this place down, and he's bringing, these people down in this society. They can't detect it. They can't see it. He's bringing mass judgment upon these people. Okay? So with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh. Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation unto the elect. Peace and salutation unto all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Lord willing, to the next time. Wah abad babal. Shalom Akim.